girl. I went to a small primary school in my home village, and when I was in primary 4, I dressed up in a swimming costume, high heels, and danced all the single ladies. Now I attend Lismore Comprehensive School in Craigavon. It's about a 30-minute drive on the bus, but I'm too good for that. So I got a lift with my mum. But life isn't all fun and jokes. I've had some struggles. When I was 14, I came out as gay, and this was pretty difficult because my family. But my family and friends helped me through it and told me not to worry. And 3 years ago, I lost my 2 grannies and uncle in the space of 4 months. But sure, you have to get on with people to eventually. So why did I decide to go without my cell phone, no technology, and not see my family for 2 weeks? Because it's an experience of a lifetime. My mum and dad do everything for me. They also run a homeless shelter in Belfast, and I feel the skills I will learn of Friends Forever will help me follow in my parents' footsteps. So in the past 6 months, I've learned how to be resilient towards others and not always be the centre of attention. But in America, I want to learn like domestic skills, like cooking, cleaning, and like looking after myself, and like budgeting. And when I go home, like during the social action phase, I think I will learn a whole lot more skills. So now I'm just going to hand over to Zuzanna to do her speech.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as Charlie said, my name is Zuzanna, or Susie for short. My name is too long for most people to say it. I have been around for 16 winters. I don't know why I wrote that. And I currently reside in Portadown in Northern Ireland, which is a very small town that's been hit by waves of segregation over the years. Segregation? Yeah, segregation. If you couldn't already tell by my very stupid spelling of my name, I am not a Northern Irish native. I was born in a small town in Poland called Edgewoods, where I lived until I was 5 years old. I currently go to a secondary school, or a high school, as you call it here, called St. Catherine's College, where I'm in my junior year. The story I want to tell actually started at my primary school, where I made a very, very obvious realization. I was different. I didn't speak English, not a word. I didn't eat the same food as everyone else. I still eat food that most people think is absolutely gross, like pasta and strawberries, and also medicine made out of onions and sugar and water.
Yeah.
It is the best thing in the world. Tia knows it. I didn't understand certain things and references, and I still actually don't to this day. It was a very difficult couple of years trying to fit in, but I got through it with the help of actually a very close friend of mine who now lives back in Poland, and my family. It is from people who helped me around that time that I discovered my absolute passion for helping others, which is what I want to do for the rest of my life. As I got older, that passion grew even stronger, which I found out was to my own detriment, because I started having feelings that I'm people's support. I had a joke about being someone's crutch, but Charlie didn't bring us crutches today, so there's no point. I started being their crutch, and I started feeling that my problems weren't enough, that I wouldn't share my problems because people wouldn't think they're important enough. It was always the mentality that someone always has it worse. I started despising being vulnerable. I couldn't tell people anything that was wrong with me. I hated crying in front of people because it was a sign of weakness, that I'm not the strong and confident person that many people think I am to this day. I started to push people away and started to force myself to do things I don't want, to take the brunt of people being uncomfortable. Like if we had to do a speech in school, I was terrified, I was shaking, I was near crying, but I went up and did it first out of the whole class because I had a friend who did not want to do it even more so. So I'm a problem all onto myself. I love this to be a success story, but it's not. A perfect scenario would be that all my problems would go away, that I would not ever feel this way, but this is not a perfect world. Success for me would be getting comfortable with feeling all these feelings, but I'm not. Luckily, through Friends Forever, I have started on my journey to recovery. I've been with my group for months now. Well, they said, I've cried with them, I've laughed with them. I shared things I never thought I'd share with anyone but, well, my tears and my pillow. I've been told things that I've never been told before or I've never believed before. And surprisingly enough, I even started to like myself a little more. Even this, for me, telling people I feel this way is difficult. It's a challenge for me. But thanks to Friends Forever and my team, before this I wouldn't have even thought about telling this to anyone. Not my family, not my friends, not a group of strangers in an elderly home. But Friends Forever has prepared me to be able to be more open. And whilst this isn't success, it's a start. Thank you.